Hi guys, and welcome to another beautiful day in Skyrim. Today I'm going to be checking out Elysium Estate. Now, if you missed it on my playthrough, I did mention that I would be doing house showcases again. To make a long story short, I really wanted to bring them back to my channel because they were really popular for a short period of time, or at least the time period that I did them. And Elysium Estate is actually one of my more older videos on the channel, currently, as it stands right now. And currently, at the time of this recording, it has about, give or take, 2,000 views, which is pretty good for a channel my size. And it's a collector's home, which by and large you can, collect the ebony blade, which I have on my back. You can collect Ariel's bow, Ariel's shield. Unfortunately, I don't think it works for the Creation Club mods, although you can put the armors in here if you don't can't find a place for the weapons. I'm pretty sure you can't put the weapons in here, like Chrysamere, Bow of Shadows, the whole 9 yards. But you can put the armors, like I know the dragon bone. Stop bumping into me, Serana. Jesus. So yeah. So overall, this home is probably one of my favorite homes of all time. It has a lot of, life to it, and it has a little bit of a quest in order to get this home, which is what we're going to be doing right now. So without further ado, let us do it. Let us on, Serana.
Yes?
You're a ghost.
I am the caretaker of Elysium Estate.
I see. Do you know who owns this house?
This house is owned by Kinnereth.
Oh my god, Serana! Okay, you know what? Kinnereth? How can a home belong to a goddess?
Kinnereth has chosen many whom are worthy. The last owner died years ago. I think I died too. Something in the sky attacked and burned my body. Soldiers from Whiteman found
Oh, well, there goes the sun.
I was dead. They buried my body with a headstone on the grounds.
I'm sorry to hear that. What are you doing here?
Kinnereth kept my soul here to find someone worthy. Are you worthy?
I don't know. I would just like to purchase the home.
Purchase it you cannot. However, if you wish to know more, you should visit Kinnereth's shrine in the garden. It would be enlightening.
Okay, I'll do that.
May Kine bless you.
And that is starts kind of champion. Now, seeing as how I already beat the game, it may be kind of unimmersive because, well, you'll see. I've come to speak to you, Kinnereth.
What do you want, traveler?
The ghost said I should come to your shrine. I would like to own this house.
What makes you worthy?
I mean, I just beat the entire game, but that's beside the point. I believe I am deserving.
That is for me to decide. Let me look into your soul.
Kinky. What did you find?
You have a purpose here in Skyrim. I see that. You may be my champion and live at Elysium Estate. Take care of her, and she will do the same. Part of me resides over this home. Do not forget that.
All right. Now let's talk to the ghost real quick.
Yes?
I spoke with Kinnereth.
You have been successful. Kinnereth found you worthy. It is wonderful to see this house turn into a home again.
What will become of you?
I no longer have to linger here. You have brought me peace. Kinnereth will let me go now. Blessings to you, worthy one.
And okay, so in typical Lord Wolfie fashion, let us go from left to right. So immediately when you come into home, you're greeted by a gate and a couple of can't remember what these things are called, but you have a well, a couple of wheat, little garden area for your garden stuff, some leeks, cabbages, potatoes, juniper berries, a little place so you can sit down by the tree. And here is the headstone of the caretaker, which I think believes gives you a buff. I'm not actually too sure what the buff is by chance, but so here you have some archery and training dummies, so you can train up your skills if you have the mod like that. And then you have interactive stuff. Now, the one thing that I will kind of be brief on, basically a lot of this stuff in this home is linked. And what I mean by linked is, for example, say you have shields, armor, weapons, crafting materials, everything is linked. Well, at least for the most part. Like food is linked. Like for instance, like raw food, cooked food, meat and ale and wine. Pretty much for the most part, most of the things in this home is linked. So what that means is that you could put stuff in a certain area and then get it from another area of the home, basically is what that means. You have a little pool right here. And Serana is at this like miniature Skyforge area. You have a smelter. And here is the basement key. We'll get to that in a moment. You have the apiary for your little bees and stuff. And I'll show you where you could buy all this stuff. You have some stuff for the chickens, cows, and horses. And then you have a little place up here for like, I don't know, like bedrolls and stuff. You have carrots, apples, I think that's static storage. And then you have a little bit of a garden area. Or a little alchemical area. And then, oh, okay. And each area of the home, like for instance, the exteriors have, you know, you could do planters, extra crafters, greenery, and all that fun stuff. And then you have a drop off link. So say if you're over encumbered, you can drop this stuff off and you could access it in the home. Excuse me. So let's go inside, shall we? And here is the one of the, I think there's a couple chests in here that you could access. But then there's another Shrine of Kinnereth, a little fountain area for the birds. It's for the birds. So cool thing about this home. So say if you had like a family of 4, right? You could have steak, right? And you can put it down for 4, or you can put it down for 2. Say if it was just you and your spouse, you know, chicken for 4 and all that fun stuff. Let's clear that. Then you have your oven. You have raw foods, cooked foods, ingredients. So all of your ingredients you can kind of put in here, as well as you can turn off the fire, turn it on and off. That's Iverstead, which I really love. I think that's Iverstead. Pretty sure that's Iverstead. So as you can see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and then you can put 8. So, you know, 8 right here. The food will show up right here. And also you could change the follower beds to children's beds if you so chose. I can't remember where the book is exactly. Oh, I know where it is. But it's not in here. So this is one of I want to say 6 follower beds or 8 follower beds. Not entirely too sure about that. But here's 2 of them. And then obviously there's the shrines to the divines. You have Talos, Stendar, Mara, Juliana, the whole 9 yards. So you have 4 more follower beds. Then you can turn the fountains on and off if you don't want them on. Actually, let's turn them off. And then this across the hall, this is actually Morthal. That's actually Morthal. That is... where is that? I think that's somewhere in... No. I can't remember where that is exactly. This is in Winterhold. I know that because of I can tell by the terrain. Or Morthal. It's either Morthal or the Pale or Winterhold. One of the 2. And then, say, for instance, you wanted to study the Daedra. You can get a bound bow, which I think is very cool. You can get dragon souls. You can turn these on and off if you wanted to. Keep them off. So armor is linked. So like I said, you could put your armors in outside and then access them in here, which I think is pretty cool. You have, again, books linked, so you have your books and stuff you wanted to read by the pool, by your spa. Very cool. And here is where you can pay for your chickens, goats, dairy cows. And here is where you can get the guest bedroom. So you can change what you want and what you don't want. So for instance, you can vanilla beds, you can, kind of change the beds, guest room. So right now it's at followers. You can change it to a kid's room if you wanted to. Greenery, you can change it to you can disable the greenery if you so chose. And like books, paragons, the whole 9 yards. So here's more weapons, linked storage. And here is just some random storage, nothing too fancy. Place to put your shoes. A map of Skyrim. You have a place by the fire you could sit by. Your staff enchanter, your arcane enchanter, and your alchemy enchanter, or your alchemy lab. And then here you can have the staff of Jarek Galderson and the staff of Magnus. I think that's it for the displays up here. Let's go down here. And here you can have your little place where you can have like bread and cookies or butter or whatever it is, suits your fancy. So again, most things are linked here. And here you can put your oddities, your essence extractor, more soup spoon, the bulbous fork, whatever suits your fancy. So like I said, there's another drop-off chest right here. And here's another book where you can kind of change your mannequins, your weapon racks, your weapon plaques, your pedestals, your arrows, daggers, blah, you know, the whole 9 yards, right? So here you have Arkan's sword. Actually, no, I don't want to do that because I'm not going to keep the home. Blade of Woe, Caboson's Fang, Dragonbane, Bloodskull Blade, Champion's Cudgel, Tard of the Blooded. And you have the Mace of Molag Ball. So you have your Daedric artifacts all littered throughout this place. Sanguine's Rose, Skull of Corruption, Bullendrung, and the Webbajack. So you have Mirak's robes and Mirak's sword, and I believe Mirak's, yeah, Mirak's staff goes right here. And then you have all of the Nightingale stuff. You have all of the Thieves Guild stuff. And all of the weapons or armor mannequins that you could want. And then you have all of the claws. A little dragon right here. Hello, big buddy. You have all the Dragon Priest masks. And then you have, you know, the arrows and daggers, arrows, you know, for various different armors. And then you have Ariel's shield and I believe Ariel's bow. And then you have Wuthrad and the shield of Isgomor. And you have the Nord Warhorn. And then you have the various Hold Guard shields if you wanted to collect those. Rift. Winterhold Guard shield. I think that's it for here. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Hope you all enjoyed this little showcase. I'm trying to get back into the swing of things of house showcases. Hope you all enjoyed. Leave a comment, like the video, and share it with a friend. And subscribe to the channel for more content like this. See y'all in the next one, guys.